All right, good morning, 6/1 and 6/6. All right, I need to sit up. So first of all, I'm sorry I cannot join today's class because for the reasons I mentioned already to you guys. So what I've done is that since our class is supposed to be online, to make it up to you guys, I will just record it. I won't make it 50 minutes. No way. Otherwise, I'll lose you guys. You guys won't even listen or concentrate. I will just try to make the lesson easy to understand. And please, may you complete the work in your books. I trust you guys. I will not be asking you guys to send me proof that you guys are doing the work. Today, I will just summarize um, page 55 to 63. Of course, if we were doing this in class, I would get into detail properly. I would ask people to read as well. So even for the reading passages that we have, I will just summarize them and give you guys a chance to do the work in your books. If I yawn, I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit tired and it's like late at night stuff. So for this lesson, it's online using video. Please just complete the work in your book. And then when you're done, please take a screenshot, okay? Just take a screenshot showing that you watched the video. I will trust that you watched the video. And then please upload the screenshot in our line group in an album that I'm going to create. I will trust that you guys will do the work in your books. If you guys were my M1 students or my M2 students, I'd ask you guys to take photos of your work as well. But you guys are 18. Oh, I'm yawning already. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm not even going to stop. I will not pause the video and stop. No, let's continue. I'm literally doing this right before I sleep, okay? So like I said, I'll just trust that you guys are doing the work in your books. I'm not going to ask you guys to show me photos of your books and that you guys have done the work. I will trust you guys. You guys are 18. Most of you are already 18. You guys are now grown-ups. You are adults. So like I said, please take a screenshot, put it in our line group, and that's an easy peasy 5 points. Next week, when we're using the afternoon timetable, I will give you guys essays, okay? The essays are actually from this PowerPoint. I will tell you guys what to expect, but next week, I'll give you a proper guideline on how to do the essay, okay? I'll give you the questions guideline, everything. But in this lesson, I will also tell you about the essay. All right, so Unit 2 is titled Business. And today we're going to finish Unit 2. Just a quick recap. In this unit, we were talking about the gig economy, freelancing, and also we talked about full-time jobs, people that work 9 to 5 p.m. So like I said, if we were learning together, like if we were having our online class, I would obviously ask you guys to read every single thing for me. But because I'm just pretty much narrating here, I will summarize what we were supposed to read. Okay, so starting with page 55. All right, so it looks like here we have a clue on what to expect for our essays as well. You guys are supposed to write an article. Wow. Like my body's not even trying. Like, Sharon, go to bed. But we gotta do this, okay? So the essays that you guys are going to write are based on jobs. You are going to choose a particular job that you think is a good choice, especially now. Which job do you think is a good job where we are living in a world and in an economy where we now have to do things online, we have to work from home, and then here and there, some people are going to the office. So which job do you think is a good choice, especially in this time that we are living where things are changing constantly, okay? That's the essay. But like I said, I will give you guys a guideline next week on how to do it. Okay, so today, in summary, we're supposed to learn about writing skills. We're supposed to learn on how to use evidence to support an argument. Evidence, E-V-I-D-E-N-C-E. This is proof, P-R-O-O-F, okay? So after M6, you guys will start writing essays in university, or some of you will go straight to work. You will write reports. And the work that you guys will write will usually require that you support what you are saying, okay? For example, a very simple example for an M1 student or M2 student, I can say that my favorite fruit is an orange and it is healthy. So that is more of an opinion. After M6, and we are going to start practicing now, you now have to show us how and why you believe that, or why you are supporting that. So instead of me just saying, oranges are my favorite fruits and they are healthy. They are not, by the way, they're not my favorite fruit. It's just an easy example. I would then have to provide evidence and say that oranges are healthy because this is not even true. This is from the top of my head. I would say that they are the top fruits that provide vitamin C, and they help improve a person's eyesight. Wait, no, vitamin C is not about eyes, guys. I'm not a science teacher. Okay, carrots are about eyesight. Oh my gosh, I've lost the plot. Okay, let me use carrots. Carrots. I'm thinking about carrots. I'm so sorry. So I've lost the plot. Okay, so my example is actually about, it's about carrots. I'm sorry, guys. So I would say that carrots are my favorite vegetable and they are very healthy. That is an opinion, right? But now when you're writing and you need to show how and why you believe that, or why you are arguing for that particular topic, I would say that carrots are very healthy because people that drink, I've read about this before. All right, see, okay, I'm back on track. People that drink carrot juice or eat carrots on a daily basis for 21 days. If you guys know the 21-day rule, that you can improve your health or improve a hobby or habit in 21 days. There's this thing called 21-day rule. So anyways, people that drink carrot juice, organic carrot juice, or eat carrots for 21 days can improve their eyesight. All right, their eyesight improves by 20%. That is an example of evidence. You are now giving us proof on why we should support what you are saying, or how you can support what you are saying. So for our activity, our first activity, you have to consider what type of evidence you can provide when you are writing your essays. You can have statistics, okay? All right, I remember I've used this definition for 4 years, and I'm so proud to continue with the same definition 4 years later. A fact, F-A-C-T. A fact is something that is true. A statistic, singular, okay? I'm saying statistic. A statistic is a fact that is supported by numbers. I've used this definition for 4 years. Can I get credit for it? Like, can I? So a fact is something that is true, okay? Carrots are healthy for the body. A statistic is a fact supported by numbers. All right, so if you eat carrots or drink organic carrot juice for 21 days straight, you will improve your eyesight by 20% or 30%. That is me mentioning numbers. So when you guys do your writing next week, you have to provide evidence. One form of evidence includes statistics. You're telling me percentage or something, or you tell me 50% of people in 6/1 are girls, or 75% of the people in 6/6 are girls. Another form of evidence is expert sources. Remember, expert means professional, okay? So expert sources means that you get your information from someone who knows the topic professionally. So they don't just know about the topic because of their own feelings or what they think, but they know about the topic because of having proper knowledge. So these are actual examples of jobs or titles that people have from their jobs. Sociologists, economists. For example, if you want to talk about grammar, which experts are you going to, or which sources are you going to use? You're going to go to English teachers, or depending on the language, maybe it's Thai grammar, French grammar, Italian grammar, you go to the person. And then a third form of evidence can be a hypothetical example. People don't really use hypothetical examples because hypothetical comes from the word hypothesis. It's something that still needs to be proven as being true. So maybe it probably is true, but perhaps you don't want to use people's names. So, hypothetical example, it means that it's probably true, but you're trying to not use people's names. So that's not really credible. People try to avoid hypothetical examples. All right. And then you also have analysis and predictions. Analysis and predictions, you can get that from freelance work, which is likely to lead to greater dissatisfaction. The thing about predictions is that you are assuming something based on previous experience. An example of a prediction is that if I ask people to write essays, my prediction is that my prediction is that, okay, let me take a good guess. My prediction is that ink from 6/1 and I'm trying to think of someone in 6/6, okay? And let me go for Ploy Paylene. I would assume that they will write really good essays. That's a prediction. It's me assuming something or guessing something because of previous experience. Why am I saying for next week's essays, Ploy Paylene 6/6 and Ink 6/1 will write good essays? Because in the past, they have written good essays. So that is a prediction. When you think of a result or assume a result because of previous experiences, okay? But people try to avoid predictions because that's not 100% true, okay? So it's partially true, and same thing with hypothetical examples. It's not 100% confirmed. I would personally stick to statistics, expert sources, and then of course, cause and effect, because a lot of times cause and effect is based on previous experiences as well. Now, for this exercise, I was going to ask you guys to read for us. Because I've done more talking than anything, I'm just going to give an answer. Or let me summarize and then I'll give the answer, okay? So here, a person is talking about how the news media has changed. News media, we're talking about news that is shown on the TV and news that we hear on the radio. It used to, when I was growing up, we'd hear the news at a particular time, right? And then slowly over there, why am I starting to sing? slowly. I was really starting to, oh my gosh, how am I singing? What time is it? This is literally 11 p.m. and I'm starting to sing. What? Maybe this is my way of waking up. Slowly. So anyways, a lot of channels, a lot of news media channels would have a particular time where they would share updated news. But now we have news that is streamed, STREAMED, news that's streamed continuously, 24 hours a day. So we are also diverting from just having traditional media channels such as newspapers. And now we have people that represent news channels, okay? We have people that represent an entire news channel. They're like a spokesperson, and they also share updates, etc. We have news that we can find on the website anytime. We have live recordings, okay, live studio recordings, just like that. So it's just talking about how the news has changed, but then the person is also giving their own personal opinion. So we were going to read all of that, and then you guys were going to give me the answers and say personal examples and also the writer's observations, all right? And then, of course, we're going to continue reading and saying, based on this reading passage, what do you think could be a good statistic to add from this? So don't worry about this. I'm just using this as a discussion. The work I will ask you guys to write, I actually put the answers. Again, we were going to read about this. It's talking about technology. This time is talking about technology and how we use technology to not only share stories and write blogs, but we also use it to take photos using our smartphones, and we can post a link on social media. But even though it's talking about the news, okay, even though anybody can share news, we still need professional journalists. We still need people that are trained professionally to share news. And then here we have an expert opinion. It says, according to the American Press Institute, we also have professional information. And then we have a statistic, a fact that is supported by numbers. So now you guys are going to complete this and then tell me, do you find personal examples? I was going to say statistic because I see 93% of respondents. And then I was going to say expert opinion because we read about the American Press Institute. So this is what you guys are supposed to do for this exercise. You're supposed to identify, is it a personal example, statistic, cause, effect, argument, or expert opinion, okay? Likewise, you're supposed to do the same thing for number 6 and number 7. I'm going to pretend that I trust you guys and that you guys are going to do this exercise. All right, so now on page 59. On page 59, we are going to do a little bit of grammar, okay? And then an exercise. I have provided the answers. Please make sure you write the answers in your books. So here, talking about noun clauses. Remember, noun is the name of anything, but now we are talking about the clause. When writers include other people's speech, thoughts, or questions or results in their writing, when you guys are writing something and you include another person's thoughts or results or speech or questions, you have to use noun clauses. So a noun clause is a dependent clause that can replace a noun, okay? So it's quite simple. The examples of noun clauses are that, why, if, whether, did she quit. So we have the first half of our sentence here. It says, some economists say. So basically we are quoting what other people said. It's part of their speech. This is the main clause. And then the rest of the sentence is that the sharing economy is bad for workers. So there are 3 types of noun clauses. Noun clauses can be formed from statements. Statements, someone else's words, what someone else has already stated. That statement from the word state, what someone else has stated. So examples of noun clauses are that, why, if, whether, did she. Okay, here they're giving us a wrong example, sorry. We have that, why, if, whether, and we have more. You know, the 5 W's and 1 H are also noun clauses, okay? As you can see, we have how, where, why, who, whether, and when. When is also part of the noun clauses, but we don't need it for this exercise. So we just use noun clauses to replace a noun or pronoun, all right? So what I've done, because I'm being super nice to you guys, and I know you guys will not watch a video that's like 20 minutes long, I have provided the answers for you guys here. I've provided the answers for you. Please complete the exercise in your books on page 59. Of course, if we were doing this together in the class, in our online class, I would ask somebody to read the entire passage, the entire paragraph. So just pause and write your answers and complete the work on page 59, okay? So noun clauses replace a noun or pronoun as the subject or object. Okay, so now moving on to page 60. My goal is for us to finish up to page 63, which means we are done with unit 2. Remember, for our listening and speaking, we only have to do up to unit 4 because the book only has 8 chapters, 8 units. So we only have to do up to unit 4. This month, the month of August, we'll do unit 3. We'll see how much we can cover as well. We don't have to finish. We should try to get up to unit 4, but we don't have to put the pressure on ourselves like that. I'm sure we can definitely do unit 4, like at least half of unit 4. Okay, so I'm just talking so that people can write in their books because I believe you guys are writing this. I feel like I'm lying to myself by saying I trust you guys, but okay, I trust you guys. Now, on page 60, we have been given the verb form, okay? So we're going to write reported speech. Obviously, since I'm pretty much talking to myself, let me explain what you guys are supposed to do. So we have the reported verb form here, which is argue. Argue is to, I don't want to say fight. Argue is to disagree verbally. I'm going to stick to disagree verbally. I don't want to use the word fight. So we have the reported verbs, argue, ask, claim, discuss, feel, and wonder. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2, we have to rewrite the original sentences here. We have to rewrite the original sentences using a noun clause and one of the reported verb forms. So we have the original sentences over here, and now we have to rewrite the sentences using a noun clause and one of the reported verbs forms. For example, number 1, a job is part of a person's identity. We'll rewrite that and say, many Americans feel that a job is part of their identity. So the noun clause is that. Number 2, what will the jobs of the future look like? Young people wonder what future jobs will be like. Number 3, will we still need teachers? And yes, we will need, okay, I'm answering. We do need teachers. Number 3, experts have asked, or experts are asking if we still need teachers and doctors. The noun clause is if. Freelance work is more flexible than full-time jobs. Supporters of the gig economy claim that freelance work is more flexible than full-time jobs. Number 5, how does sharing websites work in developing countries? The article discusses how sharing websites work in developing countries. If you hear me stressing a word, that word is the noun clause, okay? The potential benefits of the gig economy are greater than its current problems. Some economists argue whether the potential benefits of the gig economy are greater than its current problems. Please write these answers in your books. So that's the exercise. We have to rewrite the sentence using the reported verb form and a noun clause, okay? So go ahead, just pause the video and write your answers in your books. All right, moving on. Okay, so one more time for the essay. No, this is a different type of essay, okay? So I already explained how we're going to do our essays. When you have time, you have to brainstorm. Can you choose in advance 2 or 3 jobs, okay? So now you guys will brainstorm. In the meantime, please look for 2 or 3 jobs that you believe are good choices in this changing world, especially in the work field. Which jobs do you think are top 3 jobs according to you? Which 2 or 3 jobs are good jobs to have in this changing world, in the changing economy? And then you just write down the jobs. You have an idea of what you'd like to talk about. So now we are preparing for our essays, okay? Now you guys will prepare for the essays. Please choose 2 or 3 jobs. 3 is better so that you have more things to write about. Choose 2 or 3 jobs that you think are good choices in this changing world of work, especially right now with this pandemic. Can you think of the jobs that you think, you know what? If you have to work from home, these are pretty good options, okay? And then, so we're supposed to have a discussion. We're supposed to first discuss this, but because I'm giving you guys a recorded lesson, I will replace this, okay? Oh, I know, I'm so sweet. So I will replace exercise 1 and 2 for next week. And then I will give you guys an outline or a guideline on how to do your essay. I know, guys, I'm so sweet. I'm so nice. Oh, look at me hyping myself. Yes, if I don't do it, nobody will. So because we're not doing this as a discussion together, what I'll do is that next week, I will give you guys an outline or a guideline on how to do your essays, okay? For your essays, you definitely need statistics. I definitely need you guys to include 1 or 2 statistics. One more time, a fact is something that is true. A statistic is a fact supported by numbers, usually percentages, okay? So because we're not doing this together, number 1 and 2, I will replace it and give you guys an actual outline on how to do your essays, okay? All right, guys, so this is a summary of what we have done. I hope you guys understood the unit. We talked about the gig economy, the good things and the bad things about the gig economy, the challenges. If you guys prefer being part of the gig economy, we talked about how for a lot of you guys with your generation, a lot of you will work full-time, but you will also have your own little business on the side. Some of you will just get into entrepreneurship full-time. You'll have your own business full-time. But it seems like most of you will either work full-time and have a small business, or you just have your own big business on the side. So the summary is based on our reading and the discussions we had and vocabulary. And then, of course, the writing, the essays that we're going to have next week, okay? And I will provide the summary for you guys. So please don't forget, take a screenshot of the video showing that you guys watched it, and then upload in the line group. I will give you guys a score for it. I'm going to start recording scores immediately, okay? As always, I try to avoid giving you guys all the work last minute. I don't want to do that. I like to give you guys the work once a week, and then once a week I record your score, and I try to make things a little bit easier for you guys. So thank you so much and have a good week and take care. Adios. Oh yeah, so next lesson we're starting unit 3, which is on media studies, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. Take care and enjoy doing the work in your books, and please make sure you choose 2 or 3 jobs that you want to use for your essays, okay? Thank you.